Hi everyone, it's Martin from martinsmayhem.co.uk and I'm so excited to bring you today's card. So this is featuring some product from Crafty Meraki and oh, I love it. It's so pretty, delicate and just super cute. So shall we get started? Let's put that out of the way up here. There we go, and let's get going. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. I have got my gel mat ready to go on the side because we are going to need that for some stenciling. So I'm just going to create a card base. Now, I'm in the UK, just in case you can't tell by my accent. So I am doing a UK C6 top folding card. So that's 10.5 centimetres by 14.8. Like so, and fold that over and just reinforce that score line and fold line with a bone folder, and there you have your card base. You're going to want a piece measuring 8.5 centimetres or two pieces measuring 8.5 centimetres by 12.8, and this is just going to be our matte layer. Now, one of our matte layers is going to be die cut, the other one is just going to be there to hide our adhesive from the world, because we all know no one wants adhesive creeping over it. So you should just be able to lay them on top of each other and they'll be the same size, which these are. Wonderful. So let's do that first. Just gonna grab my spellbinder's machine, and I've been using this a lot today, so it is a bit messy. So let's just get all the gunk onto the floor to be cleaned up later, he says. So I'm grabbing, and now forgive me because I don't remember. Oh, it's Sahara Symphony background die. Sahara Symphony, which is this gorgeous plate here. And I'm just going to pop one of our pieces of purple card on to the back, like so. Try to make sure it's kind of like even, so that you don't have a wonky design. And now that's small enough that it's going to not cut edge to edge, but there is an edge on this die. So I'm just going to hold that down and run that through. And crack. There we go. We are done. Time to run that through, thank you. Take that out of the way. We are going to need that again because these lilies, not lilies, what are they? The tulips are a press plate even. So that's super exciting because I've just brought the better press system, and this was my first attempt at using it, and it was really easy and fun, and I hold no doubt that that is partially due to the quality of the die, of the press print plates by Crafty Meraki. So I'm just gonna peel a little bits out, like so. And this time I do want them out. So if you've seen some of my videos before using these products, you know I've kept these elements inside, just so it's more of a kind of fun, subtle pattern in the background. But I want to make some relief this time by just popping out these elements. You can tell this is a really fun bit of having to sit there and watch me do this. But honestly, you guys, these dies are gorgeous. And I have a few of the background dies, and I don't think I've used this one before because I have a favourite, which is the speckled one. But I thought, nope, I always use that one. Let's use something different. And I thought this one was really cute. So there's that. They're all out. They need to all go in the bin. Or you can save them and use them for a paper inlay technique. I'm going to grab some liquid adhesive and I'm just going to add it quite loosely around the edges. Now, you don't want a lot because of how intricate this is. It could just do a little bit of a splooge. So, more is less on this card. And I'm just going to do the edges first. Like so. There's not much here. I've been quite tight. And then I'm just going to do a little bit down. Just so it is going to be secure. But you can see you don't need much. Bring in that layer. And what I like to do is I like to bring in my trimmer, because there's two edges here which I can just pop that down like so, and then it lines up perfectly, and then I can just press it down. Voila. So we have our layered section. Let me just grab my bin. Ooh. And put those little bits in. Because we've got a little bit more die cutting to do. And I might do all the die cutting first and then leave the exciting bit for a little bit later where we use those press plates. So I have done the background. I have this oval die, the brand, well, it's Sizzix, and I think it's just one of their layering circles. I'm grabbing the hello from the Meraki moments as well. So I'm doing the hello. Actually, can I fit that there? Yeah, let's cut that down. We're grabbing the hello die, which is the first shadow. So not the individual letters, the first shadow die. And then we're grabbing the letters and doing that in silver mirror board. And then let's just bring that in. We can die cut all of these together. So let's build all our elements and then we'll have some fun. So we're just gonna hold it down and run these through. Oh, and again, move out of the way. We have our oval, we have our letters, which is the L, the O, the other letters there. Put that straight in the bin. Let's clean it as we go. And then we have our shadow in the vellum. Now the vellum doesn't really serve much of a purpose other than to hold the letters into place. But you could, so with these hello dies, you actually get a third or wider shadow. So you could use that if you wished. However, I would just wanted a little subtle background to hide my adhesive, popping everything straight into the bin, and we can start sticking this down straight away. So then it's done. Grabbing my liquid adhesive again, just gonna add a little bit of glue around leaving somewhere to grab it, and then that can just pop on to our denim like so. Now I love this Hello die and the coordinating stamp set that goes with it because it is so versatile, and we will be using the stamp set for the little friend sentiment. So let me just get that nice and even in there like so. So that's the L. We've got the O. Oh, that's quite a lot of adhesive. So I'll grab some tweezers to make it easier on myself. Pop that O on and just pop out these little bits. Now I normally don't pop them out, I normally just whack the die. However, I am scared of internet people shouting at me for mistreating my dies. So I'll behave for a change. So let's pop some adhesive on the back of the H. Pop that down. And it's so easy just to line it up, give it a little press, and then it's good to go. The other L. Grab that, pop that round. And then the E. And then just turn that round and pop that down. We'll stamp our sentiment a little bit later, we won't do that now. But there's our hello, nice and sorted. We have our oval, and I think we're ready now. Let's do some of the exciting part. Let's move those out of the way. So, these press plates by Crafty Meraki are gorgeous. They do have a coordinating stamp set with them, so make sure, well, I think they're sold out currently. So maybe they get some in stock by the time that it's ready. So I've got my Better Press platform here. I've already positioned my plates. And how I did it was I used one of the coordinating stencils just to line it up so that they were roughly together, so that I could do them both at once, because I didn't do that the first time and it was a bit of a nightmare. I've put just some white card down and I've already attached it, but I'm going to grab my Better Press ink in black like so, and I'm just going to ink these up like so. Do not worry about any stainage, because what I found is just using like a stays-on remover will get it right off if you do it straight away. The marking on mine is from the fact that I was lazy and didn't do it straight away and just left it. But it doesn't have any negative impact on your plates or your background. So just pop those on. Nice and inky, just checking that I haven't missed anywhere. Nope, cool. And then it's as simple as just flipping this round, adding that on, moving it out the way, bringing back the art machine, and running this through like so. Oh, have I moved the camera? I'm so sorry. There we go. I don't know when I moved the camera and how long it was for, like that for, but hey ho. So, what I like about this is if you didn't get a good coverage straight away, which I'm happy with that. You can just ink it back up, flip it round and go again. It's that simple. But I'm happy with that. Move those out. I will clean it after the video. And then I'm just gonna bring this off. Like so. Use that another day. And this is where I'm going to get my grip mat, which has everything stuck to it now. It's even stuck to itself. So I'm bringing my grip mat in because we're going to do some stenciling, which is what I love about these, is the fact that you have the coordinating stencils. So you can, by all means, go in with this, do all your colouring with your markers if you wanted to, etc, etc. But we all know we love ink blending at the moment. And what I like as well with the Crafty Meraki dies is they label them, the order in which to do it. So up here, you can't quite see it, but it says stencil 4, stencil 2, and you know which way you are doing it. So they're the leaves. Let's move those out. We've got stencil 2, so this is stencil 1. Let's pop that down. And now this is where it's a true test that I've done it right. So I'm just going to lay this on there like so. And I have done it completely wrong. Oh, I've done it the wrong way. What a dum-dum. But does it matter? I don't think so. Shall we just give it a wipe? And we'll do it the reverse way. He says not having a wipe anymore. Oh well. Right, we'll do it the right way, but we'll just do it one at a time. Line it up nicely. Pop that down. I'm just going to grab a post-it note. Ooh, run over to my desk. A post-it note. There with this giant pink thing. Ooh. And hide those off. I tried to be sensible and it backfired. So I'm grabbing my ink. So I'm using a pink ink from Stampin' Up, which is Pretty in Pink. And I'm just going to ink blend. Now I'm going to come off first. So I get the first layer really quite light and pretty. Like so. Because I'm only going to use the one colour. But I'm going to gradually increase the intensity of that colour. So is that one? Move this and do it this side. And again, if you were more prepared than I was, you could have got it just right first time. Oh, put that down. There. And then just cover that. And then again. Just keeping it really soft and light for the first layer. Like so. And this is where, if my stencils were clean, I could have just done it the wrong way and it would have all been okay. So grabbing stencil 2, just going to put that in like so. It's easy enough to line up. It's just you want to spend a little bit of time I don't know about you, when I look at this bit down here, this bit up here is moving, and it's because I'm not paying enough attention. Let's grab my... But again, now I have just inked up my brush a little bit more, and I'm going to go in with a slightly heavier hand this time. So, and if we just lift this side up, you'll be able to see same colour, but we've got that difference in tone. We'll do it the same for this side. So this bit's right, let's just scooch it down here. And there. Good. I'm not going to stick it down this time, I'm going to be a rebel. Okay, so stencil 2 done. Oh, stencil 3. Oh. There. And this is where I'm not going to go off as much, because I want this to be the darkest shade of pink. And then if I lift this up, you'll be able to see the 3 different tones on that. So that's that one. Let's quickly do this one. And oh, got stuck a little bit. We'll be good. Oh, see, this is why. Just do it right in the first place. Hasn't impacted our design, he says. I don't think it has, we're fine. So that's pink. Now for the leaves, I'm doing the exact same thing in relation to the colour. So I'm just using one green, which is this Pear Pizzazz from Stampin' Up, which I believe is no longer available. So these things happen. Other greens are available. So let's just open this up. Grab our green, and again going in soft for the first layer, because the second layer is going to be more intense. And I mean, you don't need to be concerned about the fact that I've ink blended where I didn't want to, because there's coordinating dyes, which I really like. I like it when there's plenty of coordinating products for you to use. So I'm just going to shift that this way a little bit. That's better. You at home are going to spend a lot longer getting this right, so I wouldn't be too worried. So kept it really soft again, because we've got another layer that is going to add a little more detail. So just line up this one. there. And again, this time going in thick with the colour. Because we want the different tones. So cute. Now, this could really be for anything, which is what I also love about these tulips. Tulips are so versatile. You can, birthdays, Valentine's Day, any special occasion, anniversaries. I know my favourite flower isn't a tulip, but it's a close second. And when I went to Holland on a little holiday, I loved going to all the little, what are they called? Flower farms with all the different tulips. So I'm just going to peel it off my mat, like so, and then put that to one side. So what I like about the press plate is the texture. So it's slightly indented in to the card, which is kind of hard to see, but it's super cute. So let's grab our dies now. As I said before, there is a coordinating stamp set, and with that stamp set, it had coordinating dies already. So I love that we can die cut out our pressed images so we can layer them up. I'm just going to grab some tape. Like so. So we can get it even and layered. And then this one, can line that up there. Beautiful. Or it was before I moved it. There we go. That will do. That'll do. And then I can die cut those out. And then we can get on to actually assembling our card. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like half the time I'm prepping. That's not very good. Ooh, can I just lift that up and redo that one? Spend most of my time prepping on a card as opposed to actually the assembly part. So I'm going to run this through. And now this doesn't impact the inlay from the press print. So I'm just going to run that through. I don't know about you, but I always want to go like pop goes weasel when it comes out. So there's that one. And there's that one. My tape's got a little stuck, but that's not a problem. I'll just grab my tweezers and peel that off. Like so. Like so. This one is going to be stuck to my fingers for the rest of the video. Wonderful. So there is those elements, which are super cute. I love, love, love. And then they're going, we've got our hello. We just need to stamp our sentiment, but we'll do that momentarily. Let's flip this round. I'm going to grab some foam adhesive, which I don't know what I've done with. I think I put it on the floor. I have. So grabbing some foam adhesive, and I'm just gonna add things on with foam. If you don't know my style of crafting, it's all about dimension. I always say the more dimension on the card, the closer to God. Kind of taking fun of that higher the hair, closer to God kind of saying in America. And then I'm gonna lie this one here, like so, and position this one down here, like so. So we're almost framing the oval shape, like so. Slightly off. More even, like so. Okay, so they're going to go on with some foam adhesive as well. I'm just going to turn these round. And then I'm doing this backwards, but I'm going to colour in the edges so that we don't necessarily have some white edges where we don't want them. Peel off the backgrounds. I think I want to bring in our layers. Right, my colour base. So this is going to be the bottom. This is going to be our matte layer, roughly there. I'm going to have this in the centre, like so. And then we're going to have this one kind of there, more like that. And then this one here, more like that. Pop that on. Grab this one and take these off. And then pop that on. Oh, dear. That'll do. So it's slightly disjointed, but it's still kind of shaping that overall. And then that can be stuck down onto our matte layer. And then we can colour in the edges, and then we can do our little ink splatter, which is my favourite part of a card. So let's move our sentiment out of the way and our base. I like a white ink splatter on my background. I know it's controversial at the moment because people think people do it too often, but hey, I like it, so I'm going to do it on my card. I've just stuck my finger in that. Let me just grab a wipe. Oh dear. Dry it off. So I just use an aqua painter, which is very old, and I have one per ink splatter colour that I have for. I'm just going to add an ink splatter all over. I'm not concerned about it going on the white because it's not going to show up. But as long as I've got a nice coverage on the purple and on the flowers, I'm happy. So there's that. Ooh. While that's drying, I'm just going to grab our sentiment, and I'm very cautious of where I'm putting it. I'll just give this a wipe. So that I know there's no bits. And I'm going to just grab some adhesive. In fact, until we think I can get this small enough. And I'm just going to cut little strips of the foam adhesive just to stick on the H there and on the O. Might be a bit long for the O, but we'll try. No, that's okay. So then that is going to be popped up. Onto our card. the centre. I'll bring this. Oh, I didn't colour the edges. I'm jumping ahead again. Okay, well, we'll leave the edges on this one, and we'll leave them white because time's been and gone. I'm going to pop that there and there. So you can see those 2 points is where the adhesive are kind of holding the card, like so. And then we need to stamp our secondary sentiment, which is from the Meraki Moments Hello stamp set, which coordinates with the dies you saw me use earlier. I've got the little friend. I've got some craft card stuff here. And I'm just going to use a anti-static pad and the friend there. Turn it the right way. Pop that down like so. Sprinkle over some white embossing powder. And then heat that. And then we can grab your trimmer, not with your stick pad, and just trim that down. So I always cut my sentiments the same. So I'm lining up the edge of the sentiment with the edge of the word, like so, and then you always know it's straight, which is what I like. I'm gonna cut this down there and here. I'm gonna pop some more foam adhesive on the back. It's just one either side. One there. Make sure it's not poking off the top. And then just before I glue that down, I'm gonna grab some twine. It says one has lost the twine. Twine. Oh, yeah. And tie a bow. So I'm just gonna tie a quick bow like so. Oh, poet, and I didn't know it. Now I want the bow section to be quite prominent. So we're going to make it bigger than we probably need it to be. But it's just so it stands out. Line up the edges, pop it down. Then we're going to grab our liquid glue. Pop a dollop where just between that O and the L there. And then our sentiment of friend is going to sit on the top, hiding that adhesive. And then we can just add, oh, made a mess, some little pearls, which I have the name somewhere. Ooh. Matte silver opals, again from Crafty Meraki. I'm just going to do a little dab, glue there, and one there, one there, one there, and one there. You can work on your placement a lot more than I have. I'm just trying to speed through. Well, not speed through, but get it done. Pop those on. So go small, medium, or large, medium, and small. And then on the top side, I'm going to go large, and small. Oh. Small. Nearly lost it. Small there. And then we just need to flip this round, add some adhesive onto the back, and then attach it to our card base, and we are done. How stinking cute is this card? And I mean, it's took me 40 minutes, which is good for me. I don't know about you guys, but I take a while to make a card. So doing it in 40 minutes is quite the blessing. Let's just grab another strip for the middle. Like so. And then flip it around, grab our card base, which is over here. Voila. Peel off the back. And pop that in the centre of our card, like so. And then, regrettably having to tidy up later, all the mess around me, but hey, there you have the card that we have created today using those press plates, which are of the tulips. So I'll link to all the product below, so make sure you check them out because they are fantastic and I absolutely loved creating this card. I'll see you later. Bye.